The Maelstrom on Jug, you're doing a lot of magic damage. Against like the TB, you have the heal, the sustain.
Offlane players become, well actually I should say position ones become offlanes as Nightfall taking a lot of damage from Monet, and this looks to be first blood. Monet himself is the one to get it, and that was without a meta. Arteezy's Jug, as we're going to see a toss back, Baboka onto Crit. Crit, he's going to have to use the snowball, dodge that avalanche, gets off to the other side. Is taking a lot of damage though. Got that poison touch continue to reapply. One more right click should do it, but the fairy fire keeps him alive as he's taking ever so slowly. So Crit does survive in the end. He spends a lot though.
Oh, Baboka,
yeah,
he's got
cancel the
mangoes.
salve. No.
Yeah, oh, he did see him actually. He just let him go. He wants to go for the core kill.
Yeah, that would be a bigger kill indeed. The toss back. Nightfall has to go to the south now. Has that poison touch. You can see the avalanche comes out thanks to that mango, and that is the second death for Nightfall.
Other heroes where a Midas would completely grief you.
So what do you get after Midas? Because
Monet.
Some action Monet, yeah, he's in a lot of trouble. Dragon Tail's going to keep him in place. The Blade Fury's there as well, and he's just dead. Doesn't even have Sunder leveled yet, but that wouldn't have really done it.
They do smoke up on mid lane, by the way.
Yeah. Abed does have Blink, the instant Dragon Tail with the snowball to follow, and the Walrus Punch. Ori from 100 to 0, completely stun locked. And now bot lane, you can see EG starting to ramp things up. Static Link from Nightfall onto Baboka. Don't think he'll be able to get this kill as Baboka will be spotted though by the Plasma Field. A couple more right clicks, but yeah, deep in the trees Baboka goes. Ad nauseum, some would say.
Yeah, some would say that.
Arteezy now has a Maelstrom. He's trying to push this bottom tier 2, but the TPs are coming in from Aster, but you can see the Fireball expended from Abed, the newly picked up Shard, and XXS is dead. Siamese Cat looks to be next. He graves himself, actually a big wand. That was a lot of HP. He just doesn't have that much to begin with, it seems. So 2 down in favor of EG, and likely the tier 2 tower as well. I assume like a Scotty would be needed.
Eventually, yeah. I think you go Scotty, and then Swift Blink is. Ooh, they're trying to go on him here.
Yeah, he doesn't have a man to take anything off, and he's just gonna die while silent. So a nice pick off for Aster. And I mean, you said this build has been somewhat normal, but it's definitely punished there. No way to dispel as Crit gets taken out in addition, but EG gets something out of it. It's just Baboka in the mid lane.
It is a hard counter. It's very hard to burst.
Reflection as well.
And you reflect the DK for him. It destroys him. Ooh, EG.
EG.
Going for the sneak.
This is a sneak and a half right here, but you can see Arteezy getting stun locked by the old Roshan Monet. Okay, they're going to get the Chakram inside, and EG going to try to reset themselves. That's Smoka from Aster. Yep, Ori gets in with the Waning Rift. Abed trying to get off the Dragon Tail, but not able to do so. Instead, he gets coiled along with Arteezy. The focus is on the Tiny to start things out, but the Grave is going to keep him alive. But it looks like Baboka will fall. And we'll see if that's enough for EG to try to take Roche.
I don't think it is. I feel like they're going to walk in and be like, we can't take this.
No BKB available on Nightfall. Now he's already used it. Dragon Tail does connect onto the puck. This is going to be a very important kill for EG, but they're not able to stun lock him as Abed getting bursted. See, attempted to TP out, but the Yules cancels, and there's the burst damage from XXS. And
yeah, they're DD popped, so they really want to use this.
Yeah. This will be a really bad fight for EG, potentially, because of this DD. The coil onto 3 heroes! Oh my goodness, EG get initiated on. So much damage coming from Monet, and already 2 deleted from EG's perspective. And Aster, oh, that was disgusting. And Baboka looks to be tanking the smoke gank potentially. It's going to pop here. He's in the trees though. He has the Lotus applied, Avatos onto Arteezy. He just blinks away. EG are just getting nothing out of any of these engagements. Fly gets deleted right off the bat. Nightfall with the BKB and the Refresher Orb. You can see the Omnium Slash being applied. Monet taking a lot of damage, but there is the Grave to save him. Of course, he still has Aegis and will actually sunder Arteezy on top of all of that, adding insult to injury. There's a buyback from Crit, but Nightfall will get out. We've seen a lot of BKB TPs or Blade Fury TPs this game from EG.
There is no high ground. Aster had vision.
Yep, so 22k lead for Aster. As we see the Avalanche from Baboka. Toss back Fly. Does get off his heel for the time being. Arteezy trying to focus down XXS. They're doing a decent job actually get the Dragon Tail mid-Timber Chain, but they've already lost Crit. Buyback now on the Fly. XXS is saved thanks to the Grave, as Monet, still with 2 minutes left on the Aegis, has no problem fighting in melee form. Nightfall dies yet again. Arteezy, he's blade fraying, doing actually a decent amount of damage. Looks like he's going to be fine. Abed, with that BKB, will have to hightail it back to his base. So they do get the Aegis, but again, they don't really get anything else.
That great, but I think any hero that could be left alone would also be good. Maybe Aster just has figured out the Razor. We'll see. We'll see.
Yeah, Abed with the BKB gets the stomp. You can see no damage follow-up whatsoever, as Crit is going to die to his own devices here. XXS looks to be fine. And Ori coming in to help finish the job here for Aster, as they are coming in with a 1-game lead in a very disgusting fashion. Basically putting EG in their place after this performance. They look, it's just 1 game, but Aster looks incredibly good as the GGs come out.
Was that a shellacking?
Oh yeah, 100%.
What level of shellacking? What are we giving that?
That's a good question, Jenkins.
Microphone.
Yeah, don't worry about me.
So yeah, I like fully believe in their ability to play it for sure, and definitely more than any other region.
Yeah, well, like in the last pick for EG, so now we see both of these lineups fully completed.
So they know he's going to use the Wolves to cut.
Ah.
It's a tri-lane bottom.
Okay, so tri-lane, very interesting.
Yeah.
As Nightfall actually is going to TP out.
He's cutting with the Wolves.
He TPs to the tier 1 tower again, or the tier 2, I guess.
Yeah.
Get back into the lane. And we're going to see first blood from Arteezy thanks to this tri-lane. So, and you can see Arteezy off to a pretty good start. Top of the CS charts right now at 18 and 7, and the counterpart in Monet, 13 and 11. So a lot of denies for Monet. Obviously, they've been pulling a lot, and as we're seeing Abed, he's gone real deep. Ori looks to be dead. The Fairy Fire not able to keep him alive, and a nice sidestep by Abed, keeping him outside the arms of Baboka. You can see Siamese Cat is pursuing as well. Abed looks to be dead, though. Baboka will get credit for that one. As Nightfall again getting gone on, and just absolutely slowed to a crawl. Arteezy getting gone on in the bot lane, though. As you see the vacuum back into the fray, it looks like Arteezy is going to die, along with Nightfall, who is just so freaking slow. Might as well be sheeped at this point. And 2 cores dead for EG. You can see Arteezy's made his way to the mid lane to help take out this tier 1 tower, but they're going to get backstabbed here from Aster. The Poison Touch to start things out. Baboka with the roll-in. Ori is here as well with the static link. Arteezy is mega dead. Obviously flying not even level 6 yet, so can't curse. We see the lasso from Abed trying to get some collateral kill here onto Ori. Gets Grave for the time being. He's actually doing a lot of damage, but he won't find the kill onto Abed. You can see another Earn Charge applied by Baboka. So 1-for-1 to start, but finally Baboka gets his revenge onto Abed. We'll see if they can get one on Crit as well. So this is turning out really nicely for Aster overall as the snowball comes in, but just delays the inevitable. And again, a heal comes out on a Crit, but he is likely to fall nonetheless. So it ends up being a 2-for-1. Make it a 3-for-1. A beautiful roll from Baboka. Very nicely played from this Earth Spirit.
May have been a stream stealing. We just saw.
Very unfortunate. Abed getting some continual sticky napalm stacks. His Fly still not level 6. He's going to need that tome. He's dead. Abed looks to be mega dead, but there's a Cold Embrace. Crit trying to split some damage here. They're going to lose Abed, and Crit will likely fall next. Baboka does end up dropping, so it's a 2-for-1. Better than it could have been, although Ori ends up dying to Arteezy. He just keeps dying over and over. That's the 4th death for him. My goodness. Yeah. We'll have to talk about Spectre's build here in just a moment. It's Abed, Flame Break. Ori gets off the Illusion Rune, I believe, but he's still going to find the real one with the lasso, and Nightfall's in the area as well in that Lycan form. Looking to finish off Ori, but it's a big static link. He's going to get Surge and Grave. So he is more than fine. Abed on the cliff, and he is dead. So EG completely punished for this. As Crit getting chased down now by Ori with all that massive damage that he accumulated in this fight. Fly's TP canceled, so Aster coming out way on top in this fight. A 3-for-0. So maybe he's good for conversation.
That's right, that's right. Right before you die.
Abed's getting static linked. Ori doesn't get a really long one here. You see the Ice Shards blocking him off completely from the rest of his team. He pops the BKB, but the right clicks are pretty fearsome coming from Nightfall. They're going to turn their sights on to the Siamese Cat instead. He graves himself. And is that actually going to be enough to live? He's getting blocked by his own creeps, and Arteezy has to end the pursuit. Now Abed getting rolled in and kicked back into the fray. Ori with a nice plasma field. There's the Cold Embrace to try to save Abed for the time being, but there's the big curse, a huge vacuum into essentially nothing, though. Walrus Punch comes down. They've already lost Baboka along with Siamese Cat, so it's a 2-for-0, and XXS falls to Abed as well. And Abed somehow staying alive throughout all of this. They have lost Arteezy, though, as Crit and company looking to potentially reset. A nice sidestep there as Baboka flies off the map. Abed continuing to pursue, but Baboka getting a decent distance now. And Crit has to be careful. He's extremely low on HP. So they lose Arteezy, but they get essentially everybody outside of the Spectre.
Like some crazy farming split pushing hero, but he's very powerful.
Oh, we're gonna have another fight, man. This is a big brawling game for sure. As a huge punch in the air as Fly gets credit for the kill onto Baboka. Arteezy, he's the one actually segregated from his team a little bit here. Cold Embrace is gonna save him for the time being, but he's getting static linked. And you can see Ori, he has to be careful though, he's very low HP as Knifeless just continue to right click it, but there's the Grave along with the BKB. Can he get the distance? The Snowball is coming in from the outside, not gonna connect as Crit now puts himself in a little bit of a precarious spot. But it looks like EG, now that they lost Arteezy, don't want to fight any longer. So, as already 4 Boots of Bearing charges have been, actually probably more than that because they do refresh. Fly looks to be dead. Let's get off another Cold Embrace. There's a roll in there, not really going to do much. So they will lose Fly, but he technically has buyback if he wanted to use it for like a Roche fight, but as we see, Roche still another 15 seconds, so see. Okay, the buyback comes through. Lasso is there, and they're going to be able to take out XSS to start this fight. And Ori absolutely getting shredded by Lycan. And the Sprout actually keeping him alive a little bit with that Grave. He's going to TP back to base. It looks like the Dazzle drops instead, so it's a 2-for-0 in favor of EG. Monet gets glimmered. And I believe the Roche Pit is what EG has their sights on now. And that's pretty obvious. That's how they got their initiation off. So doing that again for EG is going to be quite difficult as I say that. He gets destroyed.
Oh,
big back wall, though. Everybody inside these illusions. But the curse to try to counteract it. XSS is getting extremely low. It's going to get graved up. You can see Fly getting low as well. It's going to be a 1-for-2 to start things out. Arteezy dies, but that's just the Aegis. Nightfall trying to reset. Has his Triceratops at his ready. Monet looks like he's going to get dropped. A double kill for Nightfall. All right, he's got the spider legs, does Ori, so that's one way to get out of these Sprout leashes. It's showing that it's
exciting,
good, but it's
yeah.
not. It doesn't synergize necessarily. As we're going to see fight on the other side here now, focusing again on Baboka. He's going to get saved though. Nightfall continuing to try to right-click him. He's going to get the bash, but he's not going to continue on. Baboka will be able to roll away, and he actually dies to Abed's flame break, I believe, as Arteezy pops the BKB, continue to right-click inside this wall, kind of ignoring it for the most part. As Ori looking to finish somebody off on the sideline. They're only going to lose Abed. He's going to buy back into the game along with Arteezy. Will he buy back? It's the question. Like has had the basher for a while. What is his next item though? Is it going to be an Abyssal? Indeed it will be. As we're going to see the Lasso initiation. This time it's going to be on the Darks here, but he gets off the vacuum, but no wall to follow quite yet. A big flame break as Arteezy kind of stuck inside the wall, has to pop his BKB as Monet continuing to focus him down. Arteezy's dead. No buyback available. Double kill for Ori as EG are falling apart in this fight. They did buy back on the fly. That their lineup, once you get to the late stage, it's going to start tapering off a bit. I mean, they can still push, don't get me wrong. Oh my goodness. They get the roll on Fly just as he was about to finish his TP, and that is 70 seconds. No buyback.
There's a DD there. The courier did not see it as it was going over, so.
Yep, crit. Yeah. Baboka. Very rare roll miss we see going on here. Nightfall getting chased. Ori is just as fast as a wolf, for God's sake. Has to apply the Abyssal Blade and run away. But Ori is going to continue on. Gets the Plasma Field out. They're going to see him in the trees. And they're going to take him out. He actually kept up with the damn wolf, for God's sake. EG definitely on the back foot now as Aster treads. He died so many times. Like, I know the spider legs are going to drop. It's all good, brah.
Yeah.
So Aster looking to take this second set of racks as Arteezy getting gone on. The curse comes through and it's going to save him for the time being. He gets off and looks like a satanic on him, but the Aeondis is going to proc, so not a lot of damage to follow up with. As you see the wall, Ori taking a ton of damage. It looks like he might fall, but he's going to get some extra regen coming in as well from his satanic, and Crit's going to take a tumble as a result. Abed dies in his fountain to a spectral dagger. And Monet and company look primed and ready to take this 2-0 against EG.
Pick him a Moonshot. I'm not going to die.
Yeah, now focusing on the tier 4 towers. EG with the last stand here, but they're going to go on top of Arteezy, and he's dead right off the bat. GG's called, and Aster, man, they look very good.
I got to say, Shandon, that was a pretty long game. It still didn't last as long as that pause.
Well, it was Yeah, I was gonna say the game seems long because of the pause at the beginning.
Yeah.
This was a 42 minutes, just above average. You know,
Yeah.
it's like 6 or 7 minutes, but
Yeah, stop wasting my time trying to get mine, get out the way, move, trying to get paid.